celebrating the work of the American composer and conductor Leonard Bernstein, opens tonight at the Barbican Centre in London. And it wouldn't be the same without the flamboyant presence of the man whose best-known composition is the musical West Side Story. So he's here, and for a couple of nights during the two-week festival, he'll be conducting the London Symphony Orchestra. Our arts correspondent Stephen Phillips has been listening to the man and his music.
The music of Leonard Bernstein, that fusion of jazz, classical and stage sounds, is coming to the Barbican in a definitive festival of the maestro's work. Tonight's concert was threatened by the illness of the advertised conductor, but Bramwell Tovey stepped in to conduct a program he'd never played before, with the added pressure that the composer was watching his rehearsal. But Bernstein, still jet-lagged from his flight to London, was in fine spirits and decided to help out with the rehearsals for his own prelude, fugue and riffs.
I mean, I'm sure it's my fault to begin with. You know,
just an intro. Okay, I was just trying to do that.
And especially...
There were a few notes on tempi and some extra jazz to be put into the piece.
It'll make a big difference. This, just with a bit more drag, as you said. It's supposed to be the same thing, but you have to...
Just knock it back a bit,
yeah, so it's more Mick Jagger, you know, strip act.
Bernstein's career took off during the war with his New York Philharmonic debut in 1943. The next year, his own first symphony was premiered, and then his Broadway musical On the Town. There followed pieces for orchestra, operas, stage shows, and conducting engagements. 1957 was the year of his greatest success, West Side Story, and last year he finally recorded it himself with opera singers.
You see, there was always a built-in problem about West Side Story, which is that it's about teenagers, and teenagers who have to act and dance and sing with equal ability, and it's an impossible thing to find. But I thought once it would be wonderful, as long as it's only recording and we didn't have to deal with the visuals, to hear it sung as well as it could possibly be sung. And it was.
Perhaps your great influence is in bringing all the different kinds of music together.
I wouldn't call it a great influence. I think that's a highly overused word, and I'm hesitant to apply that adjective to anything connected with me. But if I'll take the word influence. I take your point. Just strike great.
Pretty terrifying for Bramwell Tovey to have to come back for the first time with you at his shoulder.
He is a great hero of mine now. I mean, I've never met him before this morning, but he's become one of the great people of my life. Let me just interrupt. I will never interrupt again. It's so much better. I just have to interrupt to say that it makes, it's like night and day. Just that little difference. But you still have to give more time for ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right, okay.